I have to start again. So what is Git, guys? Git is basically a version control system. Getting back to the classic example, if you have your project and if you have certain version of your project, and then you feel that the version of your project is not very good and the previous version was good, then you basically want to revert back to your original version. You use Git because that's something which keeps all your changes, and you can revert back to any of the changes whenever you want. Okay, got it. After that, there are certain tools for Git. There are certain tools for Git. Before knowing that, let us first learn why we need Git. Like, there are other things where you can store your previous versions. So first of all, distributed. Distributed means you have all of your versions distributed, separated, but still you have them together, gathered at one place, and you can deal with them. And the most important, out of these all things, the most important are the last 3 points, that is collaboration, tracking changes, and recovery. These are very important. What is collaboration? If you have made your application, you want other developers to come and contribute to your application. Open source is all about collaboration. Okay, it's all about collaboration. What is GSOC? The main theme of GSOC is collaboration. That is why open source came into action. Okay, so that is the reason why we want Git. Git basically helps other developers and other minds across the globe to come to your application, contribute to your application, and make your application enhance. You can keep a track on each other's changes, you can review each other's changes, you can suggest some changes to each other, and you will collectively, collaboratively be working on particular application. So that is the importance of Git. Now, what is tracking changes? Suppose you have your entire application. Okay, now you want to know that on what version you made what changes, and which changes were basically good comparison to others. You want to track those changes with respect to each other in comparison to each other. So Git is something which will help you to track your changes. Okay, so that's the importance of tracking changes. Recovery, this is very important. You want to recover, you want to revert, roll back to your previous version. You can do it using Git. Okay, very flexibly you can do it. Okay, not only previous version, even if you have made a small change now, you want to remove that particular change, you can do it within just one command. Okay, now there are some alternatives also. You want to tell that, okay, we have our cloud system, we have our storage, pen drive, personal computers, supercomputers if storage is an issue and all. First of all, supercomputers, no one can afford, like not all can afford. NASA and all have supercomputers. Apart from that, you have your cloud storage, which has a lot of capacity, but it's not very flexible. You cannot track all the changes very properly. You can't let everyone contribute to your storage, and everyone can't see everything you have done and other people have done. It's very complex, and all the things what Git provides cannot be done over here. Okay, all the things that Git provide cannot be done over here. You cannot track each other's changes. You will, it will take a lot of time to revert back to your change. It will take a lot of time to literally know that at what point you made what changes. Okay, so that is why these are not convenient, and that is the reason why Git came into action, why Git is the most apt and useful thing for this particular thing, for version control. Okay, and for version control there were some platforms like graphical user interface. These are basically graphical user interface which help you to track those changes, because just on a command line it will be difficult for you to track those changes. Though on command line also you can see that what all changes you did, but it will be difficult for you to see it properly because you don't have a very pretty graphical user interface. It will be difficult for you to look at some others branch and check that what all changes they did with the timing. You can't comment out on each other's changes because you do not have a common platform. It's all on your local. So what did GitHub, GitLab, and Bitbucket do? It basically provided a pretty graphical user interface before you guys, so as to let you collaboratively work using Git. Okay, this is nothing but it's a graphical user interface. It's a platform provided by. There are a lot of other, orgs also which provide this, but GitLab, GitHub, Bitbucket is not very popular. It's popular for industrial and production level, but GitHub and GitLab are still dominating. Okay, still dominating the market. So these three things are basically used to provide, a collaborative platform, pretty collaborative platform for you to work along with your teammates on these all things. Okay, got it, guys? Understood? Understood, everyone? Yeah. Great, 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 great. Okay. So first of all, for Git, for GitHub, for GitLab, you require Git inside your system. Okay, you require Git inside your system. So what you are going to do as of now, you are going to download Git. Okay, you are going to download Git. So I'll be just providing you the link because some people are not familiar with Git and GitHub. So Git download. Just type Git download. I'll be sharing the link as well. Okay. And whatever is your operating system, may it be Linux, Windows, or Mac, just download Git for that. And after you basically download Git, it will be available somewhere here. You just click on that and just click on next, next, next till it comes up to finish. Just start with the default setting. There is no need to change any of the settings. Just click on next, next, next. Okay, until it shows finish. Okay. Please take 2-3 minutes and download Git fast. Okay, download Git fast. And there is one more thing. After you downloaded and you finished everything, just drop a yes so that I can tell you that how to check if Git is download properly or not inside your system. Okay. Okay. So how to check if Git is downloaded or not? Everyone, whosoever it's downloading, also please focus. Right here CMD, that stands for command prompt. Okay, Linux users, you will be getting it on. You also can go on this particular. There will be 4 dots over here. You can go over there and just find out your entire command prompt. Also, I feel very unhappy and I feel very disappointed because I was obsessed with Linux operating system, and I don't know what did the um, care center person did. He just changed the SSD, and it was obvious that once he changed the like HDD to SSD, it will basically change the operating system as well. So yeah, no issues. I will revert it back. You go to command prompt and type here git. Okay, if you type here git and these all things are shown, like uses git and then clone in it and these all things, then your git has been installed properly. Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm just telling you the way how to check. Okay, I'm waiting for 5 minutes. Once you are done with installation, open your command prompt from here. Just type cmd over here and you'll get your command prompt. After then, you just type git and you will be getting these all things. If you get these all things, that means you're good to go. Is everyone done? Please reply on the chat box so that we can proceed with other commands. Done. Wait, wait. Okay. Up. Okay. And let us just have a walkthrough of our GitHub. We'll have a walkthrough first. Let us just create our repository. So this is your GitHub. Okay, this is your GitHub. And over here you have your projects, you have your repositories. Repositories are basically your project folders. Okay. After that, over here you have a profile. You can go and edit your profile over here. Now then over here you have your like options to create repository. So what we are going to do over here, we are going to click on the drop down. You can either click on plus or drop down and then click on new repository. Okay, new repository. Then give a repository name like intro repo. Okay, and then no need to give a description. You can basically give a description as well, like our first GitHub repo. Okay, make it public only. No need to initialize a README or something like that. And just go and click on create repository. Okay, got it? Understood? Just click on this, then click on new repository, give a repository name. No need to do anything. Then go and click on repository. Okay, go and click on repository. Okay, great. After this, let us have a walkthrough of this. First of all, here you will have your issues. Suppose your project is very big and at some point you face some issues in your project. You can just create your entire issue over here and you can put labels to the issue so that other developers can come and solve your issues. You can also go to other developers' issue and solve them. Create a PR. If they feel that okay, the PR is good to go, then they will basically merge your issue, sorry, merge your pull request, okay, inside the issue. That I will take a session on that perhaps someday. I had shared the YouTube video. Okay, that also you can see. That was all about GSOC and all, like brief. Then over here you have your pull request. What all pull requests you have created on this particular repository, or what pull requests have come onto this particular repository by other developers. Okay, then over here, what are pull requests? Pull requests are basically something. Just a second. Yeah. Pull requests are basically something which are to show that other developers also want to contribute to your project. Other developers have requested to add in some extra feature or fix some certain bug inside your project, and that's what's shown in pull request. Okay, so it's the brief about pull request. After that, over here you have your actions. Okay, this is nothing. Okay, this is of no use because right now we are not very big organization, so we do not have a lot of popular services and action. But if you go to prod level and all, then yeah, you will be having. And these all things, wiki, security, insights. Over insights, you can see that what were your active pull request and what were the active issues. Right now, we do not have any pull request or issues, so yeah, leave it. Yeah, then after that, you can just go on to the settings, and inside settings, there are certain things how to make your entire repo live. Okay, so that we'll be talking later on. First, we will create a project and we'll make that live. We'll do that later. After that, you can change your visibility over here. You can delete the repository. You can archive the repository. Okay, so that people cannot make a pull request over there but can see your repository contents. So this is a brief walkthrough of your entire GitHub. Okay. Now after that, we are going to now use some git commands. Okay, we are now going to use some git commands. So over here, you are a developer. You can do things using the entire, this particular interface also. But using the interface, you cannot do a lot of things. You at some point you'll need the command line. Okay, you'll need the command line. And GitHub is all about command line. You have to write all of your commands over here. Based on the commands, things will be performed. Okay, based on the commands, things will be performed. We will be learning basics of GitHub, like how to create certain repository inside your system and connect it with the GitHub repository, and then how to basically push your code from local repository to GitHub. We will be doing these all things. Okay, we'll be doing these all things. So understood as of now? Where are you? Yeah, got it, guys? Yes. So let us just start. Let us just start these all things. Okay. So as of now, let us do one thing. Let us just create a repository over here. Let us create a new folder over here, and let us name this folder as intro folder. Okay. And let us just open Atom or any of your text editors. Okay. Yeah. I was just no, and then file new window because I want to go to the new window. Yeah. Okay, great. After that, just drag in your intro folder over here. Okay. And just maximize it. No, yeah. Over here, let us just see what is basically Git. Let us create a new file called index.html, and inside index.html, let us have our HTML boilerplate. Inside body, let us have hello world. Okay, hello world. Great. Let us just save it. Great, our thing is done. We have created thing, and now we want that our this entire code should be pushed to GitHub. Okay, should be pushed to GitHub. So what we can do for that? What we can do for that? First of all, whosoever is very new to Git, whosoever is very new to Git, you have to follow certain things. For the first step, if you have never used Git ever, like this is your first time with Git, then you have to follow those two steps. I'll be telling later on. Right now, please focus on what I'm saying. First of all, to push these all things, you need to get into this directory, to get into this intro directory, get into this intro folder. How you can just change the directory? So you can change the directory by using the command cd. Okay, cd. Cd is for changing the directory. Change directory. So first we need to go to desktop because our entire folder is on desktop. So we went to desktop. Okay. Oh yeah, desktop. I know. Yeah, desktop. Now you can see that I have slash desktop over here because I am in desktop right now. Inside desktop, now I need to basically go into intro. I need to go into intro. So I'll basically cd into intro. Okay. Now I'm inside intro. This is something which everyone needs to do. Now, whosoever is very new to Git, like you have never used Git, right now you just install Git, you have to configure things. You have to configure the global settings like your username and your email. So how you can do that? You just write, this is one time. This you do just one time whenever you just install Git. After that, you will not do this, you will not repeat this step ever. Okay, you will not repeat this step ever. Okay, even if you are creating a new project, still you won't repeat this step. That is git config global user dot name, and then the username of your GitHub. Mine is Aradhna72. Okay, I have already done this because I'm not new to Git on this in this particular system. So I have already done this. I won't be doing this again, but you have to do this again. Okay, you have to do this again. Oh God, Linux was very good. I don't like this particular, yeah. Linux is so, yeah. Over here you have git config global user dot name Aradhna72. It is same for Mac. Yeah, it is same for Mac, I guess. I guess so. I've never worked with Mac. After doing this, you have to go and do another thing. You have to configure your email. Which email? Which is inside the GitHub. Okay, mine is Aradhana Kund @gmail.com. Okay, this is my email. Okay, which is inside GitHub. Okay, so after I go over here, I'll just paste this command. First, guys, do this. First, do this. Okay, do this and tell me it's done. Okay, guys, am I audible? I don't know. I got disconnected and then I was not able to reconnect again. And I had to basically change. Yeah, yeah. I don't know what happened. Okay, so let me share my screen. Share. Okay, so you can. Did you complete this step, everyone? Did you complete this step? Yes, great. So after completing this step, what you have to do, there are certain commands. Okay, these are basic commands. These are not even very big commands, basic one. Okay. So first of all, what you have to do, you have to initialize a empty Git repository. Okay, you have to initialize an empty Git repository inside your project. Okay, so over here, as of now, you can see that I have just intro and then index.html. I do not have anything. So what I can do every time, remember, you should initialize empty git repository inside the root route. Okay, root route of your project. Our root route is intro. So here, how to initialize git init. Okay, git init. So I'll be doing git init, and it is showing initialized empty git repository in this particular thing. Now, if I go to my atom and if I see, you can see that there is a git repository initialized over here. Okay, empty git repository is initialized over here. Got it, guys? Understood? Now, after doing this, you have to see, you have to track all of your changes. What changes have you done? So what you can do, you can write git status. Okay, git status is basically for tracking your changes. Now, when I press git status, it is showing me index.html in red. That means index.html has some recent changes that have not been added or committed. Okay, that have not been added or committed. So what I'll do over here, I'll write git add dot. Okay, that means whatever has not been added or committed, just add it. Okay, suppose in later, in later project period, you want to exclusively add certain files, then you can directly write the file name, whatever is given in red. Okay, whatever is given in red. So I can also write index.html if I had some other file. Suppose I had some style.css. I do not want to include it. I do not want to push it to GitHub. So I can just write git add index.html and it will be added. Nothing else will be added. But here there is just one file and I just need to add it. So I'll write git add dot. That has been added. Now, if I again go to git status, how you can go to git status? You have four keys on your keyboard on the right hand side, on the right of control. Okay. On the right of control, you have four keys. See, left, right, top, bottom. You have four keys. So if I go to git status, you can see there is a git status key. Okay, there is a git status key. Now, if I go to git status, you can see there is a git status key. Okay, there is a git status key. Now, if I go to git status, you can see there is a git status key. Are you able to hear me, guys? Are you able to hear me? I don't know what is happening today till my entire. Yeah. Yes, yes. Okay, okay. They're not working. So over here you can see that it is in green. That means it has been added. It is on stage right now, and you have to commit. You, even if you add a file now, you have to commit the file, because why it is needed? Suppose you are a developer, you have fixed certain bug. Now other developer want to see what was your commit message, what did you do over here. So if you just commit the entire thing now, that means you have added it and committed with certain message, and other developers can also see that what message have you committed it with. And secondly, if you add certain file, that means it is on stage right now, you can remove that file also. See, git rm dash dash, then cached, then the file name, okay, to unstage it. Got it? If you are stuck with any git command, you can google it also, you'll be getting it. So we have our new file right now, we want to commit it. How to commit it? Git commit dash m, then your commit message. Okay, over here your commit message inside two double quotes. So what is our commit? So let it be first commit. Okay. Later on, when you go to projects and all, please write a meaningful commit message. Don't write a very big commit message, small commit message. So if I do this and press enter, that means my entire file has been committed. Okay, has been committed. Okay. Now again, whenever you create any project, this is the step you need to do whenever you created a new project inside your GitHub. You created a new repository. Okay. So over here, I created this new repository. I need to let my entire, uh, command line and my entire local know that this particular local has to be connected with this particular repository. So what I can do over here, I have to follow this step once. I have to follow this step once when I create a new project. Every time you create a new project, you have to follow this step once. Okay, once it is connected, then you can just make any changes inside your local and just follow these steps like git status, git add, git commit, git push. Okay, like status, then add it, then commit it, then push it. But every time, if it is the first thing, na, if it is the first step, like it's the first, like the new repository or the new project, then that time you need to, like it's compulsory, you have to connect it. It's just one time thing. Okay, it's just one time process. So yeah, here I copied that command, I pasted it. Okay, which command? This particular command. I copied it and I pasted it. Now after I pasted it, I'll press enter. Now everything has been connected. Everything has been connected. Last, what I need to do, I just need to push. Okay, I just need to push the entire thing. Now I can just copy this particular command, and over here I can push it. Did not I copy it? Yeah, I copied it. Yeah, now I pushed it. Okay, so before pushing it also, you can follow this step, that is git branch m main, but by default it is already in the main branch. But still, if you want, you can follow this step as well to get into the main branch. Now you will learn about branches. Okay, that's in the advanced open source course. Like this is a full stack course where you need to just know how to push your code to GitHub. But if you want to know a lot about open source and branches, then there is a whole lot of concepts of branches. You can have multiple branches inside your project. You can work on any branch you want, but by default you are on the main branch. Okay, so if you don't want this, so before pushing it, just to make sure that we are on the main branch, let us just git branch m main. We are on the main branch right now. Now we can push our code to the, I don't know how it became 10 mbps, it was 40 mbps in the evening. Right now, I guess due to clouds and fogs and all, maybe it's happening because it's, kind of uh, like hills and mountains and forests are there over here. So that's it. Maybe, I don't know. Git push origin main. Now, if I press enter, it will be pushed. Okay, this is happening because my keyboard is going crazy on me. Okay, so everything has been pushed. Now, if I just refresh this page, I went and refreshed this page. You see that the initial commit was made over here like 3 minutes ago. And this is our index.html. This is the commit message, that is first commit. Okay. And we are on our main branch. Okay, now over here there is one important thing. If you are on Linux or if you are on probably Mac operating system, you may be asked about your ID and password. Okay, for Windows it is not asking. For Mac, it may ask. For Linux, it asks. For Linux and Kali or Ubuntu, it asks. Okay, so what you can do over here, first of all, if you try to just put your username and your password, then it will not happen. You need to get your access token. So how you can get your access token? Just go to this right hand side. I'm just talking about whosoever are getting a ID and password inside this particular thing, inside your command prompt. If you are getting like requirement to pass in your ID and your password, then you can do it. So first of all, password, the normal password does not work nowadays because GitHub has told to put your access token as the password. So what you can do over here, just go to where was it? Settings. Go to settings. Yeah. Then go to developer settings over here. Developer settings. Then go to personal access tokens and then go here and generate new token. Okay, generate new token. After you generate, like you have to put in your password over here, you generate a new token, copy that token and use that token as your password. If you are asked about a requirement inside the command line about your ID and password, then only you can do this. Okay, if you're not asked, then that's well and good. Understood, everyone? Windows asks for ID and password, but it will basically take you to some other window and it will ask for your normal GitHub ID and normal GitHub password. So basically, if you're asked about your ID and password inside the command prompt, it basically asks for your access token password inside the command prompt. Okay. Yeah, you can use the Ubuntu command shell. It's like I use that only. Okay, got it, guys. Share the git commands. Okay, the git commands are nothing. It was present over there. Oh my god. I don't want to create the access tokens. Wait a second. I'm sharing. Hmm. So first you have git add. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I'm writing it out here only. Git add, git status, git commit m commit message. Okay, then basically your this particular command, this is my repository like https, do not need to put it over inside your repo else you'll just end up messing up things. So here I'll just writing github some xyz slash xyz, enter. Then after that you have your next command as git branch m main. Then after that you have a next command as where was it? Git push origin name. Yeah, these are the commands. Okay. Whenever you create a repo, that time also you will be getting these commands like over there inside the description. But now we have removed it, so we are not getting it over here. Everyone did this? Did everyone complete? Take 5 minutes and complete it. Do we need to add this git command to CMD every time we create a? Every time you make a change, I'll show you right now. I'll show you. Wait, do not worry. Do not worry. So let me show you to avoid confusion. So suppose here I have written hello world and then I'll just create certain change like hey, and then I will save this. I will also create a file over here, new file called style.css, and here I will write body. Inside body I will write background color as hash CCC. Okay, I'll save this. I want these all changes to be reflected. So what I can do, I can write git status. Now again, two things are shown over here. That is, okay, you have index.html and the style.css. I can write git add dot because now you do not need to do those steps like changing the branch and then again doing these all things like connecting your entire remote to the origin and all. Okay, you do not need to do those all things. You can directly see the status, add things, commit, and then push. Okay, see status, add, commit, push. See status, add, commit, push. Every time you create a change inside the original, uh, like inside the original project. Okay, so git add dot git commit. Where is the commit one? Yeah. So this is my second commit. Second commit. Now again, git push origin main. Okay, and everything will be pushed. See, everything pushed. Got it? Understood? Okay, great, great, great. Take 2 minutes and do this fast. To add a single file, I had already told you just write git add and then the file name, whatever is being shown over here in red. Yeah, git status, then git add dot commit push. Okay, status just to track your changes, nothing else. You will create a new folder inside your root folder, right? Because that's your own project. If you are creating another whole brand new project, then you have to follow two extra steps. That is connecting your remote to the origin. This one. Where is that? Where did you go? Yeah, this one. Connecting the remote to the origin and then changing the branch. That's the two thing you have to follow again. Else everything is good to go. If two people commit at the same time, both commit messages will be shown separately inside their own branches. Okay, because you are the owner of the project, you have your main branch. If someone else wants to do any change inside your branch, it cannot do. That person cannot do. That person has to create a separate branch, and that person can create its own like commit message inside, like all its changes inside that branch, and then can create a pull request. Okay, got it? That you will learn. You can go to some YouTube tutorials about advanced Git. Okay, being a full stack developer, it's not expected, like obviously it's expected to create a pull request and all. How to create that you should know, but about rest all advanced Git things, it's not expected that you will know it. But yeah, you can go to advanced Git course and you will be able to understand. If you push at the same time, your change will be shown inside your branch and that person's change will be shown inside that person's branch. Okay, I guess everyone is done. Everyone is done. Now suppose this is certain like kind of advanced Git thing. I'm not talking about branches. Because if I talk about branches right now, then you will get confused. But I'm talking about certain Git hacks inside your own branch. So first of all, if you want to see that what all were your commit history, you want to check out your entire commit history, you can just write down this command git log one line. Okay. So this will basically show your commit history. So now you are on this particular commit, that is second commit. This was your first commit. Now I want to reset to first commit. Okay, I want to reset my local to first commit. My local, not my remote one, my local. So what I can do over here, git reset hard, then head. This is your head. So you have to copy this entire thing, Control C, and then Control V. Okay, so head is now at the first commit. Now if I go over here, then you will see that my styles.css is not saved. It is unsaved. I just have my index.html over here. There is no style.css file. So uh, I successfully went back to the previous head. Okay, that is the previous commit. So like this, you can see commit history. When I used to work in GSOC, it helped me a lot because I got around 100 commits inside my commit history, and I used to revert back to certain commits to debug things and all. So yeah, got it, guys? Understood? Okay, so if I again want to come back to my commit history, this one. Okay, so what I can do, git log one line, and here I have my first commit. Now, this is my second commit, which has gone. Like, I don't know if you can get back to this commit or not, because that's not getting shown inside your commit history only. So let us just see if it is like, okay, yeah, it is now at the second commit. Now if you go over here, you'll see that you have your styles.css. See, here you have your styles.css, and here you have your index.html. Hello world, hey. So yeah, like this you can get back to your commits. Got it? I showed it again. Great. So this is how Git works, and you should try to play around Git. Try to first create a repository, then go to my YouTube video if you want to get a brief about GSOC. And once you start contributing inside open source, you will learn things. Open source is something you have to do and then you can learn. So yeah, you go to my YouTube video, that one I had shown you. There I have shown how to find some issues and bugs and other organizations and all for GSOC, and there you can just go and see that how to do these all things. Okay, great. Even if you have deleted a commit, still it will be shown inside your commit history. Everything is precisely stored inside GitHub. Everything, each and every step. Okay, so everyone got it, understood? Any doubts do you have? Any doubts do you have? Understood. Great, great, great. Today's session I'll upload by 10. Okay, by 10. Okay. Okay, guys, then see you all. Bye bye. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow we will be learning about like starting with the basics of JavaScript. So, yeah. Private repos are something which you can only see. No one else can see that repository. That's not publicly visible inside your GitHub account. That's basically a private repo. Suppose you are working on any project and you are not confident of showing the entire code right now, or you are inside a hackathon and you are not allowed to show your code till the timelines are announced. So you can just quietly do your code inside your private repository. You can just go to settings over here, just go to settings. I am not shared. Let me share the screen. Yeah, go to settings over here, and inside settings, just go and delete this repository. Okay, the entire repository will be deleted. You want to just delete the folder, like this particular folder. You can remove it from local, and then if you commit, then it will get removed from GitHub as well. Okay. You can remove it from local, and if you commit again, then it will be removed from GitHub as well. Or you can directly go to GitHub and remove it from there as well. Understood, everyone? Okay. Okay, guys, then see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Bye. Oh, bye.